So why is this guy leaving the U.S.?
Too many illegal parking citations. This wouldn't be out of place in Fallout 3.
This is like what an NPC drives at the beginning of a Grand Theft Auto game. Like, it doesn't want you to steal a car just yet, so all the rolling around looks like this.
If one fell on my lap and it was nice, I wouldn't hate it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but you have a problem. A severe problem.
Runs and drives, maybe. Starts. Radio, no work, but will include JBL Bluetooth speaker. Samansky Chi-Bottom drops the deuce, and he says 125 falling pipes.
Hey, I can give you 2.
Give him 123 more while I pull up these pictures.
Logan 999.
I'll
wait.
No, we'll wait. You got about 115 more to go.
Logan 999, second gen Subaru Legacy wagon/sedan is hot. Yeah, they all are. And you know what? Actually, let me show you. This is my Legacy I had, like, I don't know, fucking 10 years, more than 10 years ago, probably.
This is a neck your lore right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is why I like Kotosu myself's content, because this Legacy, I built it mostly out of junkyard parts. So the top is like how it was, and then the bottom is what I did. I put a hood off of an Outback. The bumper is from a Legacy GT. That spoiler's off an Outback.
Oh yeah, okay.
On top of the top of the hatch. JDM taillights, JDM headlights, JDM grill. Those wheels were off my WRX. I put the muffler off my WRX, and the whole interior was out of an Outback.
Was this stick?
Yeah, it was a stick. It didn't have a tachometer.
Yeah, this is cope. This is cope, dude.
But I put a tachometer in it because I went to the junkyard and I got a gauge cluster. I took the tachometer out, bolted it into mine, and it was, and you know, I had a tachometer now.
Was this your like daily driver at one point?
Yeah, but I mean, I had an 03 WRX at the time also.
Oh, so you needed a second car. I get it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
parts car. So what happened? Does it just get cannibalized for parts?
I ended up giving it to my cousin that needed a car.
Tight.
Passed on the curse.
So you gave him a problem?
No, it was good. And then this you know, it had this one had the EJ22, which is like the legendarily reliable Subaru motor. I'd love to do this again. I like this one. The second and the third gen Legacies, I think, are really nice.
Your cousin curses your name to this day.
Got his ass.
You want to talk some shit?
Discord.gg/feed.
Start some shit, bitch.
So this is from Acid Runner on the Discord.
Shouts out Acid Runner.
He's leaving the United States. He's trying to move to Japan, and he messaged me, and he's like, yeah, I'm selling my cars, you know, let me know if you're interested or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'll put him on the stream, and we'll see. If you're interested, hit him up on Instagram. Freedom is invisible. Starting from 1989 240SX 5-speed transmission, looks and feels new. Runs and drives, but has an idle issue. Think it's the idler control valve. Body looks like doo, rust hole behind driver's seat. Clean interior though, I don't remember, to be honest. 1,700 USD.
On this one, those squares in the rear quarter panel there.
The creeper face.
Yeah,
Minecraft dick, yeah. Runs?
It runs and drives, but has an idle issue. And realistically,
sort of runs.
1,700 is almost worth it just for the transmission swap.
Yeah, nah, that should be an easy sale.
Yeah, that should be an easy sale. Somebody could buy it, get the transmission swap out of it, and then sell the shell for probably $1,000.
You'll have the most reliable car in the crew.
Yeah.
Look at the other that's in this crew.
So number 2 is a 1976 Datsun B210 coupe, and in parentheses, rare. Not the booty fart-ass hatch. I bought it in Palm Desert, California. No frame rust, but loves surface rust. Only rust hole I can find is a driver rear roof, but not exactly a hole, just metal missing.
What about the hood, though?
That's a hole.
Yeah.
That's what you call a hole.
There's a bigger hole in the front.
Be a fat
Boot
hole
is
right
rusted
there.
boot is rusted to bonnet is rusted.
Yep.
Known for getting 50 plus miles per gallon easy. Has a Weber 3232, new distributor and coil, runs and drives. Used to daily.
Carbureted?
Of course, yeah.
It's a 76.
Totally forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Bad.
Used to drive 2 hours. Used to drive daily 2 hours a day. Needs new wheels due to not holding air. $2,500 USD.
This is like what an NPC drives at the beginning of a Grand Theft Auto game. Like, this is the kind of that's just rolling around the streets.
When you pull off the boat in Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't want you to steal a car just yet, so all the rolling around looks like this. So you're not incentivized. How much for this thing?
2,500. Is that what I said?
That's
2,500.
a lot.
And it gets
Is that
50
a
miles
lot?
per gallon.
That seems like a lot.
The 240 I think is a little bit better, but if you want a weird super commuter, yeah, you can get that.
Yeah.
We have weird is key.
It's very
This guy's a
small.
real
So-
rust enthusiast.
So number 3 now, 1984
Oh, a connoisseur.
200 SX Turbo.
Sick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Runs and drives, but he put drives in
On
quotes.
the trailer.
I can't
So it
notice
runs-
that in this picture it's not running and driving, but okay.
It runs and it drives,
Uh-huh.
but no exhaust, just downpipe.
Would you bring a trailer or would you drive it home?
Yeah, I'd probably trailer this. All electronics work, sequential taillights, needs paint because I bought it from, wanted to try repainting it with a paintbrush. 2,000
No.
USD.
No.
Aw.
There's
Dude's never heard of Earl Scheib.
massive rust on the kicker panel.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Well, look at the front, too. Like, right behind the splitter there.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
underside must be clean.
This is
Crusty.
probably its good side, I would guess. But if you're interested,
Yeah.
Join our 2,000
Discord.
bucks.
Yeah,
Definite.
he's not pricing these stupidly.
I'm,
Yeah.
taking, I'm taking a
Take it from
Pontiac
his-
Aztek over all of these, but that's just me being
Fuck, man.
unbiased here.
You're kind of got a good point because you get the cleanest Aztek in the world for $2,500.
You take it from his soon spot, and then you put it in your soon spot.
How many soon spots does this guy have?
Apparently, he's running out. None of these pictures have looked like they've been in the same place. I don't know.
I think he
If
just
you've
parks
noticed
in
that.
like the side
Yeah.
of the street randomly.
Guy's just got cars stashed all over the greater metro area of wherever he lives.
He finds those unmarked spots that don't have like any keys, any meter maids.
He just
Just
walks
leave
around
his
in a
cars.
triangle and sees what he can get, yeah.
He moves them every 2 days.
All right.
Okay, so on to number 4.
Ooh.
We have a 1994 240SX convertible, 5-speed swapped, transmission looks and feels new, wouldn't drive it due to timing being one tooth off, hydraulic convertible top works, buttons and everything, no rips, paint is original but ugly, low miles on the chassis, has a single cam for some reason swapped in.
So
2,000 USD.
this guy, this is Acid Runner, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acid Runner, what would you say you've been doing with your time here in the United States exactly?
Buying shit boxes.
But okay, yeah, great. All right, so 94 240SX for sale.
And
This
really,
one's like
weird
it's a
swap.
convertible, weird swap, very weird swap, but 2,000
Golden
bucks isn't bad. And again, you could
Yeah.
probably buy it for 2,000, take the 5-speed swap out of it, and sell it to somebody for 2,000.
This one looks more. See, part is this one looks more safeable, but it's a vert. So like,
Yeah.
It's a pig nose swapped vert. This is insanity. And the engine's up for the record. It's a tooth off on timing.
But it's the only one that's stored inside a place.
No, you can see the Datsun in the background of this one. So I guess the Datsun is also garage kept or warehouse kept.
loft kept.
Yeah, real artist space here.
Yeah, right.
Okay, shall we look at number 5?
Yeah. Number 5 is a 1977 Datsun 200SX S10. First gen mass production S chassis, factory dogleg 5-speed, dummy rare, small rust hole behind the passenger seat, needs a clutch master cylinder and probably a slave and gas tank. Will start with starting fluid, 1,700.
Man, this is a rough collection, but you could save them all.
But he's out here living the dream, guys.
For the price of
Live a
one
dream.
BRZ, you could own all 5 of these shit boxes.
Those S10 200SXs, they are pretty rare, but they're also kind of weird looking.
Just kinda weird looking.
It's like they got a weird ass, and the fender is like lower. The hole
Like
for the
this
wheel is low on the back.
Quarter panels just is wild.
This wouldn't be out of place in Fallout.
I was
3.
just thinking rusted out in a Fallout desert is where this belongs, yeah.
I mean, I think if one fell on my lap and it was nice, I wouldn't hate it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but you have a problem, a severe,
Yeah.
clear problem.
I guess if either of the 240s fell in my lap, I'd be fine. But the rest of these,
No, if this
straight
fell in
to
my
the
lap,
scrapyard.
straight to the scrapyard, man.
Yeah.
This would get crushed.
No.
I'd crush this, dude.
No. Someone can use
I'd take
it.
the
It's
cross truck
good.
and I'd monster truck over this thing.
They're good. It's all good parts, dude.
but it's still a vert shell. Like at the end of the day, you'd be left with this vert shell and no wheels, and like gotta get that thing scrapped.
I feel like you're selling out for the Discord audience, Netgear. I don't think you're being truthful about how you really feel about this vert.
I mean, I wouldn't want the vert, but you can take the 5-speed swap out of it, and you can give it to somebody. Who cares? Somebody out there wants a vert, or their top doesn't work, and they can take the convertible top.
Yeah, there's good parts. Okay.
Yeah, people still gotta be parting these out, sure, but
Fair.
Like, I wouldn't kill them. Like someone else, another car can live on through their sacrifice. And then finally we have number 6.
Oh, boy.
A 1996 240 SX.
The crown jewel.
Runs and drives, maybe. Starts. Haven't driven it longer than 30 minutes, so unsure of the reliability. Looks like but starts and goes. It's loud, radio, no work, but will include JBL Bluetooth speaker. No fenders. No fenders.
Okay.
Koki headlights and bonnet. Bondo on the passenger rear near the bumper. So gonna assume previous guy hit something. Some random coilovers. Comes with a front bumper. 5-speed, obviously. At 3600.
Does he own the WRX that's in both of these pictures?
Yeah, because he's just visiting the spots where he dumps his cars in the city illegally.
This is what happens when you buy a Subaru. You have to buy 6 other cars to be able to get around while that Subaru lurking in the background causes havoc in your life.
It's like
Yeah,
the
one
gang
for-
stalker. The
yeah,
gang stalker car.
Dude.
one for every day of the week.
I like how it's hopped up on the curb here.
Yep.
Only the front
that's
wheel
where
is
the tow
hopped up
truck
on the
left it.
curb. Yeah.
Cheap parking. Well, this one, how much was
he's
this one?
flexing it.
$2,500?
He's 3600.
Oh,
The most expensive one.
damn, this thing's $1 million. Although, that for an S14, good luck finding one for under $3,600.
That runs, you know.
Even
This one is
like
it's
this.
questionable.
But it would have both fenders.
And all you need the headlights are the hard thing to get. Get Koki fenders and a Koki bumper, and you got the whole swap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is a rough collection, man.
It's
But
it's a scrapyard collection.
maybe this could be a learning moment for us all.
But they exist. The cars exist.
Yeah, these cars do exist.
Well, why do they
You
exist?
can't take that away from them. Well, you could. You could take all of these straight to the scrapper.
Yeah.
You could do something about these, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jonah Liam says he'll sell me his stock EP3 when he decides to move on. That'd be nice. Thank you. Thanks for thinking of me.
Where's he
10K
moving
and an over the jeans handy.
Ain't worth that.
Say
Sure.
less. Say less, fam.
Yeah, say less. Yeah.
Maybe
what kind of moving on are we
5,500
talking?
over the jeans
Yeah.
handy. I don't know about 10K for an EP3.
But what kind of moving on are we talking about here? Do we got to take out like a hit or?
Yeah. So why is this
The
guy leaving the
afterlife?
U.S.? What's his reasoning for escaping the greatest country on earth?
Yeah, I don't know.
Too
You
many
already
illegal
know.
parking
He
citations.
said
He's got a warrant out for his arrest.
he's just going to Japan. I mean, I'd want to go to Japan too. I do want to go to Japan.
Yeah, I want to go to Japan again too.
Back in Japan, but man,
Bunch of weebs in here.
Adrian
I just wanna go for the
Lansbury. Adrian Lansbury drops $1.99. He says he could trade them for the whole of Nissan.
yeah. Take these with you. Hit up Nissan headquarters.
Yeah. But hey, look, I've got a deal for you. Fox can fix it. $4.99. These 240s would be good for a Monster Jam JDM crush night.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But get the parts off them first.
Yes, get the 5 parts
Yes.
off of these 6 cars and then crush them.
No. Take all of the parts from the other 240s and make this one nice. And then scrap
I
everything
think
else.
you could probably buy all 6 for like $7,500.
Yeah, but then you got to move 6 cars.
That's right, guys. For only $7,500, a living nightmare could be yours. A never-ending hell could be yours for under $10,000. So go check him out.
You too will want to flee the country.
What's his contact info? What's his email so that we can get him some buyers here for these beautiful whips.
Oh no, hit him up on Instagram.
What is it?
Freedom is invisible.
Freedom is invisible on Instagram.
On Instagram or Acid Runner in the Discord. You can just add 'em.
Or Acid Runner in the Discord.
That's
I don't
right.
want. I don't want to put his email out there. Hectech,
want
$20. Can't wait to see a list like this when Netgear sells his cars.
This one sort of runs and drives. I don't, maybe.
All my cars run.
The Baja's blowing white smoke, but we don't talk about that.
Don't even put that evil on me, dude. The 125 falling pipes.
For real?